Come on, sweetheart, speak to me.
I can't remember the last time we had a robbery this big in Port Charles.
Good thing, too. It means we're doing our jobs.
Say, that's not much to go on.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping the computer can help us. Any minute now, all things going well. Holly?
Wait here.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
No,
Didn't you like it?
Well, it's not that.
Surprised.
That and confused.
I have a lot to tell you.
Apparently.
Well, let me just get out of these hiking clothes and cleaned up, and then we can talk.
You're on. I'm a little busy at the moment, though.
A new case?
Yeah, big one, robbery.
When?
Last night, I've been working on it since about 2 a.m.
That's not good for you.
Neither's crime.
Commissioner.
Yeah.
Coming up on the screen.
Be right with you. Judy calls.
I'll put some coffee on.
This shouldn't take very long. We'll be finished.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah. Holly. Are you glad to be home?
Very.
There's got to be some connection here.
What makes you think so, Commissioner?
This work is a job of professionals. It's far too slick to be that of amateurs. Thanks.
Sure.
So now what?
Well, I want these reports checked, especially recent ones. I'm looking for similarities. My guess is this job is probably part of a string, and not necessarily from this area.
Well, that narrows it down, sir.
Well, if it was any easier, they wouldn't need us to do the job, would they? Excuse me.
Finished?
Not yet.
Taking a break?
No, I was wondering if you're all right.
Oh, I'm fine.
Did you have a good time?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I did do a lot of thinking.
See any ghosts?
It wasn't easy.
You didn't expect it to be.
No, but, kind of a long story.
And I kind of want to hear all of it.
Maybe over lunch we could have a nice, long, leisurely meal and talk about it. Oh,
Yeah.
except if you don't have time.
That sounds great. I'll finish up in... Damn.
Problem?
I almost forgot. I already have a lunch appointment.
Important?
Well, I can't cancel it.
Police business, huh?
Yeah, that and a whole lot more. It's a security matter.
Oh, I see.
I'm sorry, love.
Oh, we'll find time later.
Tonight. Just the two of us. All evening. We talk.
I'd like that.
You can count on it. Now, I ought to get back to work. I'm glad you're back.
So am I.
Okay, you two. I've got lunch to make.
Hi, you cook?
No, I order at the Floating Roof. That's if you two let me get out of here.
Say, Commissioner, did they pick up Baldwin yet, sir?
Not to my knowledge. Ramsey's working on that. I'm sure he'll get them.
Sure.
Robbie. I'm sorry.
Please.
I don't know about today. It's been a wreck all day.
Well, let's get right down to business.
Gerald.
Mm-hmm. The 4 cities, all connected to Professor Gerald and his research.
Do you know what he's working on?
No.
And even if you did, you wouldn't tell me, right?
Probably not. But I can tell you what we have to do.
Ah, so I was wondering where I came in.
Now, until the mole's uncovered, Professor Gerald's going to have to be protected from enemy agents.
Well, that's going to take time if you want an airtight security system.
I do.
All right, how can I help?
Well, we've got to go see the professor. Now, what I want you to do is tell him that I'm a security expert, hired by the government to protect both him and his work.
That's not going to be cheap.
We're willing to spend whatever it's going to take. Washington wants this man protected no matter what.
Well, here's to the job at hand and a successful completion.
So how's married life treating you?
I have no complaints.
Not so long as your wife is out of town, anyway. Or has the lady of the house returned?
Now, where does one find a mole in Port Charles?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Now, if you were a spy, where would you hide out?
Depends what I was after. What do we know about this guy?
Well, not even that much. I mean, for all we know, he could be a she.
It certainly narrows it down.
Well, we know that there's a mole in place. That's it.
How did you get that information?
One of our agents penetrated DVX headquarters.
Ah, all's fair, eh? A turnabout, whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the WSB has a few sleepers of its own.
Yeah, tell me about it. Okay, so as I said, we're trying to protect a guy who's about as visible as it's possible to get.
Mm-hmm. Gerald's surrounded by at least 100 people every day.
I figure that to be faculty, students, visiting lecturers, professors, custodians, campus cops, campus workmen. Did I leave out anybody?
Campus mascot.
In a crowd, not even a rank amateur could get lost.
Yeah, but our friend is hardly an amateur. And you know that the DVX is going to send one of the best. I mean, coming from the most devious espionage agency in the world. He or she has got to be pretty good.
Are they better, or shall I say, worse than the WSB?
They're infinitely worse. Why, they'd slip a mole in as Gerald's mother if they could.
It's not a bad place to start. Listen, what do we know about his family? Does he have any?
No, he's a widower. And we're going to have to treat everybody as a suspect until we can track this down.
Right, and I'll start on it first thing after lunch.
Oh, can you get off tonight? It's a special mission.
What's that?
Taking a lonely WSB agent to the movie. I'm sorry. I forgot your wife's back. Well, I'm in the book.
Since when?
Since I found you. I mean, if the spirits ever willing, and your wife's out for an evening with the girls. Give me a ring.
In trouble?
No more than usual.
I'm gonna go to work.
Tonight, Kelly,
What about your family dinner?
I'll get away.
I'll be there.
Hi. Getting a little exercise?
It looks like I'm not the only one. Have you lost your mind?
I'm beginning to wonder myself.
If you're trying to get caught, you're on the right track. Good Lord, Celia. If you want to advertise your affairs, why don't you just rent a billboard?
Seems to be going around.
What?
I don't know, trysting out in the open. Maybe it's the time of year.
Well, you're certainly not talking about me.
No. Your husband. And a very attractive blonde. Yes, right in the middle of the floating rib in broad daylight for everyone to see.
I don't believe it.
Yes, I saw them for myself. She's about medium height. She has light brown hair, quite sophisticated. Seems like she's just his type.
Did she call him Robbie?
Yes, I believe she did. I didn't know people called Robert that.
No one else does.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
No, I didn't think you cared about Robert or who he sees. What is going on between you two?
Hello.
What's this?
Welcome home present.
Thank you. They're lovely.
Yeah, well, I finished work at the office, and I figured that I'd come back here, you know, after I'd done that luncheon. I went back to headquarters.
How was that?
I was all right. The big news is that I think we've cracked this robbery.
Congratulations.
That's not what I want to talk about.
Oh?
I've missed you. I've been waiting for this day to end so that I could just get back here and pick up our discussion that we had this morning. You know, when you walked in through that door and kissed me, I was floored. I've been thinking about it all day. And I came to a conclusion that you must have figured a few things out up there. You've made your mind up, I think. Am I right? You know, Holly. Hey, look, we're supposed to be talking here, you know, about us, you and I. This decision I think you made up in the mountain, am I right?
Yes.
Well?
Let's just leave things exactly the way they were.